You know that feeling when you're staring at your laptop screen, cursor blinking on a blank document, and your brain is screaming at you to just start writing that report. But instead, you find yourself reorganizing your desk, checking your phone, or suddenly deciding now is the perfect time to deep clean your keyboard. Sound familiar? You're not broken. You're not lazy, and you definitely don't lack motivation. You're just stuck at the starting line. And today, we're going to figure out exactly why starting feels impossible and how to break through that wall. Here's what's really happening in your head. Every time you think about tackling that difficult task, whether it's writing a presentation, starting a workout routine, or finally organizing your finances, your brain immediately starts calculating the energy cost. It's like having an overprotective parent living in your skull, constantly whispering warnings about potential failure, discomfort, and effort. Your brain loves predictability and comfort zones because they require minimal energy to maintain. Starting something new or challenging triggers what psychologists call cognitive resistance, your brain's built-in safety mechanism that tries to keep you in familiar territory. Think about it this way. Your brain operates like a smartphone, trying to preserve battery life. It automatically dims the screen, closes background apps, and switches to power-saving mode whenever possible. When you're about to start a challenging task, your brain sees a massive energy drain coming and immediately starts throwing up roadblocks. It floods your mind with thoughts like, this is going to take forever, what if I mess this up? Or maybe I should wait until I feel more motivated. These aren't character flaws. They're your brain's misguided attempt to protect you from discomfort. But here's where things get really interesting, and this is the breakthrough moment that changes everything. Once you actually start, even for just a few minutes, something magical happens in your brain chemistry. The resistance that felt like a brick wall suddenly crumbles. Scientists have discovered that the act of beginning triggers a cascade of neurochemical changes. Your brain starts releasing dopamine, the reward chemical that makes you feel good about progress. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for executive function, kicks into gear and starts organizing your thoughts. Most importantly, the emotional center of your brain, the amygdala, stops sending out those panic signals about potential failure. This is why you've probably noticed that the hardest part of going to the gym is putting on your workout clothes, not the actual exercising. The most difficult part of writing isn't finding the perfect words, it's opening that document. The toughest part of cleaning your room isn't the scrubbing and organizing, it's picking up that first piece of clothing off the floor. Once momentum kicks in, your brain switches from resistance mode to flow mode, and suddenly what felt impossible becomes manageable. Here's your powerful realization. You don't have a motivation problem. You have a starting problem. All those times you beat yourself up for being lazy or undisciplined, you are actually just experiencing a completely normal biological response. Your brain was doing exactly what evolution designed it to do: conserve energy and avoid potential threats. The guilt, the frustration, the endless overthinking, none of that was necessary. You were simply stuck at the starting line, not because you're weak, but because starting is genuinely the hardest part. So here's your actionable takeaway, and it's beautifully simple. Don't think about finishing. Just start for 2 minutes. Not 2 hours, not until it's perfect, just 2 minutes. Set a timer, pick the smallest possible first step, and commit to doing it for exactly 2 minutes. Write 1 paragraph, do 10 push-ups, organize 1 drawer, send 1 email. When that timer goes off, you have permission to stop. But here's what you'll discover. Most of the time, you won't want to stop because momentum will have taken over. The starting line isn't your enemy. It's just the gateway to everything you want to accomplish. Stop waiting for motivation to strike like lightning. Start for 2 minutes and let momentum do the rest.